You guys ever go on to Red Dead Online and check that player list and see these rank 400s and go, who are these guys? What are they like? How did they get there? Well, today I'm talking with some buddies of mine. This is Mob Flatliner, Wild Bill Massive, and Rocky
Hello.
Top Ted. And I'm gonna ask them some questions and find out about how all these guys get to rank 400. I'll show you in the player list here. Wild Bill Massive, 474. Mob Flatliner,
Jesus.
401. Rocky Top Ted, 488. And also we have PB with us. He's
88.
muted right now. He might talk later though. We don't know. And he's level 100. I am Rex Battle. I got 172. But yeah, not quite as much as these guys. And yeah, it's very interesting some of the stories they tell sometimes. I've known them for quite a while. And I wanted to ask them some questions for you guys, because I'm sure people want to know what these level 400 guys are like. You know? So anyways, the first question, let's go with the first easy question. What got you guys started playing Red Dead Online? Oh, fuck, I fell off my horse.
Well, so much for that under 18 rating.
Yeah. One day I fell off my horse and I decided to start playing horse games.
Now, what got me started on Red Dead Online is I enjoyed the story mode so much. I had played through it twice, and I was like, I've never really done online, and I just kind of wanted to check it out. And then, so I did, and kind of bummed around by myself for a while, and that got boring, so I decided to make friends, and here we are.
Yeah.
That's the Reader's Digest version. We'll go with that for tonight.
Okay.
Most people probably follow.
What has kept you playing this game for so long? Like, because obviously you guys rank 400. You didn't just start yesterday. How long have you played, actually? I should be asking first. How long have you guys been playing? It's probably the more prudent question.
Pretty much since online came out over 2 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Same here.
Yeah, I started around the same time, but I've stopped for periodic times. I haven't played quite as long as you guys.
I'm going to go ahead and start this. Is
Yeah,
everybody ready for the trader?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah, we're just doing missions while we talk here. Keep you guys something to watch.
So to answer your question as to why, for me, I really enjoyed the game. It's a very well designed game. Some of the game mechanics kind of suck sometimes, and there's some bugs here and there, especially in the beginning. But so that helps. But for me, really, a lot of it is the friends I've made and the relationships that we've formed over the years. You know, I think if it wasn't for these guys here, I probably would have quit playing a long time ago.
Okay, so Mob, how about you?
Mm-hmm.
Around the same thing, or?
Yeah, I mean, I think, well, unfortunately, I'm going to be rehashing some stuff that Bill and I and Ted have talked about in the past, but I'm a Red Dead fan, and playing Red Dead 1 online was an adventure in itself, but finished the story mode.
It was really buggy, but it was fun.
It was, yeah. It's definitely different than this. And I did GTA Online and ran into the same problems everybody else had. And the one thing I noticed is most people were way ahead of me in acquiring things. So I kind of gave up on it. And then Red Dead came out, and I bought it first day. I was standing behind a guy in a cowboy coat with a cowboy hat on with one of those hobby horse broomstick things, and he was yelling "Yeehaw" when he bought it. So I was pretty excited.
I've not heard this story.
We'll save it for another day. So yeah, joined online, and then we kind of all got together with Rex and a couple other guys, and I think the main reason why we got stuck together was because we were trying to deal with the fact that it was like GTA Online, where there were people trying to kill you at every angle. So riding with 7, 12, 15 people in a game, you are going to learn about people. You're going to learn bits and pieces, whether you enjoy talking to them or not. And I think with the people that we have, it's a lot of like-minded conversation, same ages, at least similar, same concerns.
Yeah.
And getting, involved in the game on a daily basis, I think is relatively healthy in many aspects. I mean,
Yeah.
healthier than being outside right now. Learning the ins and outs is always fun. How to exploit. And I think that the small group of people that we do play with regularly have different skill levels and things like that, which is always making it interesting to kind of finish tasks and things like that. So that's the short version.
Cool. Cool. So, can you guys relate any interesting stories about some interesting people you've met?
Oh God.
I think we could talk about the couple.
we could. Yeah, certainly.
They were interesting. I know Teddy's heard this story ad nauseum. But there was a couple we met. They'd never met face to face. One person was in Texas and one person was in Virginia. And it was just, she wasn't really very good at the game. So he was always like, here, get on my horse. And was always doing everything for her.
Very chivalrous.
Yes, very.
Yeah.
Okay.
Those guys.
I was going to say, somebody share the Red Eyes story.
So they were like husband and wife playing together?
No,
not
no.
even close.
No. I think he was very interested in her.
Okay.
And I think because of the relation, there's people that play the game, and they role play, and I think this guy was taking it to a different level, where he was hoping that this would spur into something else, and we know that can happen.
Yeah.
But I should say spur something else. But he definitely treated her with kid gloves, very amorous, and it was very one directional.
Yes,
Yeah.
he was very enamored with her.
Yeah, and there's movies made about something like that. There was one called Psycho, and there was one
Single white female.
Single White Females, where I was going to go. A little bit nervous. Yeah,
So
and
it's a
basically
little-
that ended, Rex, with me logging off and unfriending, destroying everything I know about getting connected to them. I ran away.
Yeah,
What
away.
happened? Did they get in some
we
big
both did that on the
argument?
same
Or,
night.
like, how did this all fall out? Like, you
So-
guys have piqued my curiosity. You're telling me
Okay,
the story
he
without any of the
was-
juicy details.
Oh God.
Okay, he was overprotective and getting overly involved in the relationship that she wanted, and she wanted to back away, and so Matt and I would be on doing stuff, and she would come join our lobby and hang out with us, and he became extremely jealous and would like pop in for a second to see what we were doing, and it was very, very high schoolish.
Yeah, he'd write to her on Facebook. You'd hear her messenger going off, and she'd have to hang up and call back or log off. Not to give too much foreshadowing. With Ted playing, it's almost the exact opposite. Everything's efficient. We have a goal. We go there. These guys would run to camp, have a conversation. She would log off. He'd log off. They'd come back on. Bill and I would be saying, "What are we doing next?" They would go, "We're going to camp." And we wouldn't make any money that night. We'd just learn that he was in love with her, and she was frustrated about it. And after 2 hours, I go, "What in the hell are we doing?" And
this
then we
and
log
this
on
was
the next
back.
day.
This was back before roles. There was
Yeah.
nothing to do at camp
Nothing
except
to do.
collect
Converse.
ammo from your box. Like literally, that was the only thing to do at camp.
So I'd be writing to Bill in the private messaging from PlayStation, "I guess we're going to camp again." And there, lo and behold, she jumps on his horse, and off they go to camp. And there we are standing there looking at each other, doing nothing.
So yeah, we finally got tired of it. Matt was like, "That's it, I'm done." And I'm like, "I'm
done."
following you, buddy."
Well, she
And so-
she logged in, and then what happened was she logged in, and I didn't want to deal with the guy. And we log in with her, or she'd chime in, she'd go, "Hey, how's it going?" "Oh, good. You were going to do some stuff tonight." "Cool, great." And then, bing, he pops in. "What are you doing in here?" He just kind of, he'd use her to follow as like a surrogate friend,
Yeah.
and then we'd have to hear him for 2 hours.
Oh.
So, it's PlayStation, so you can just remove yourself. So I removed myself. And Bill jumped up. Bill jumped over me and goes, "What happened?" stranger danger, sir.
Right.
Right? That's pretty much how it ended.
Yeah, so we dropped out of their PlayStation community because that was back when those were still popular,
That's right.
and unfriended everybody that they knew and were associated with, and
Surgery.
totally, yeah, just cut off everything because it was getting a little too drama-y and a little too psycho-y.
Yeah. Wow.
We could do a quick run around for Red Eye then too. Well, I shouldn't have mentioned his name, but that guy. he example of meeting somebody and instantly not liking them. He jumped in with a friend and proceeded to spend the next 8 to 10 minutes not only berating us, asking 1,000 questions, attacking us inadvertently, never taking a breath, and then logging off quickly. Within the first 2 minutes, we all went, basically, what in the hell is wrong with this guy?
Yeah.
What is this guy? I mean, I've heard of adult ADHD, but that boy needed some Ritalin pumped into an IV quickly, because it was, what are you guys doing? How's it going? How much money can I make? What do you use this lasso for? Or lasso that guy, or lassoed him? That was funny. Hey, I can lasso some more. Can I shoot him? Can I shoot him some more? Is it bad? Should I do this? How much money do we make? Do we make a lot of money? Okay, bye. That was
Yeah.
10 minutes.
I thought the guy was going to hyperventilate from talking so much.
See you at the hospital. I'm hyperventilating. You sound like Jay Stone.
Yeah, if Jay
Not
Stone
gonna
had
happen.
dropped a speedball,
Yeah. I mean, there's a million of them, Rex, and you dropped off for a while there. And short of playing with you and Trev and Billy and those guys, we met a bunch, and Ted's one of them. Yeah, we came across Ted, so why don't you segue into our friend here with his background's just as elaborate as ours.
Yeah, Ted, I don't know you as well. I met these guys way back when I first started playing Red Dead, but what's your story? What got you into playing the game? What do you like about it?
Well, I got into the game because I played the Red Dead Redemption 1. Thoroughly liked it.
Yeah.
And I remember seeing the advertisement on maybe on YouTube or somewhere, Red Dead 2 coming out.
oh god, it was
October
everywhere for a
2008.
while.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
it
exciting.
was advertised, it seems like a year in advance. And
Almost two, I think.
I went to work and I told some coworkers, like, "Did you guys see that?" And I was like, I'm ordering that shit today. And I went and online, and as soon as I could I pre-ordered it. And so I guess the short answer of what got me into it was the first one, the locking of the first one.
Yeah. Cool.
And I guess just what makes me like it so well is there's being a nerd, kind of a science and math nerd. I have a kind of a binary mindset, and there's challenges here that I feel like I have to complete. I have to own all the belt buckles. There's something that drives me, and
Yeah.
and in addition to that, one of the other guys touched on it. We have a great little group of people here, and we all just enjoy each other's company every night, and you just have a good time. There's a social aspect of it as well.
How did you find Mob and Massive?
I found, you might want to turn right here, Bill.
Oh yeah.
I found them one night. I was
Right.
in
I
Annisburg.
gotta go
I was doing a bounty hunt, and it was the one over there in the cave.
Yeah,
And
that's right.
I was trying to get over there and get the bounties, and for what I slid down a hill and started sliding, so the gunfighting animation just turned off. The NPCs killed me, and then so here rolls up Mob, and he starts fighting them as well, and he slides down a hill as well, and they kill us 2 or 3 times apiece, and
We couldn't
finally,
find what we were looking for, did we?
I couldn't find the bounty, and I think they ended up escaping or something. And I sent him a message like, "Oh man, dude, I'm generally not that terrible at gunfighting."
Exactly what you said. You
and,
can do it better than this.
And I said, I'm kind of embarrassed and ashamed because I'm generally not that bad at fighting, particularly NPCs. And I think I'd message you or I'd said something along the lines, I've got a delivery or something going, and you're welcome to tag along. And for the next probably week or so, every time I had a delivery, I sent him a message and said, "Hey, we got a delivery going. You're welcome to join." And he tagged along, and then I think about maybe a week or so after that, we jumped in a party chat, and the rest is history.
Yeah, I sent a message to Bill immediately. I said, I got another weirdo on here.
He's like, so I met a guy, and then he told me the story, and I was like, oh, okay, that sounds all right. And he was like, so I'm thinking I might invite him in to see, what he's like, really. I was like, yeah, sure, why not? And that was over a year ago.
Easily.
Well over a year.
Cool. So do you have any interesting stories about players you've met, Ted?
He sure does.
Well, the story with the ADHD adult is probably the funniest one. There's a numerous number of stories, but that's the one that stands out. Is the one that the guy that comes in and it's like, "Hey, where you from? Oh, I hate that place. Oh yeah.
Oh, that's. Please tell him that one. Rex is getting a big kick out of that.
So
he heard your accent.
Yeah. So you can probably tell I have a southern accent. I'm from Tennessee, and so he says, where are you from? And I tell him, and he says, "Oh, I went to Tennessee one time, and it rained the whole time. I hate Tennessee."
I hate Tennessee. It rained the whole time.
And I was like, I've lived here my whole life, and it doesn't rain here any more than it does anywhere else.
Yeah.
So, all right, I need to step away for just 1 second and use the restroom. I'll be right back.
All right.
Sure.
He's drinking all that. He's very thirsty because it rains so much down there. He has to pee all the time. What's the funniest thing, Rex? I'm not kidding. There's so much part of my comedic voice that I can't control myself sometimes. When that guy came in, my sarcasm meter went through the roof, and he said, "I hate Tennessee. It rains so much." I jumped on it immediately. I'm like, "Yes, the big rainy state of Tennessee." He's just like, "Yeah, I hate it there." I'm like, "Well, buy an umbrella or something." As soon as he left, I'm like, what in the hell just happened? What was that? And everyone just started laughing because it was like a freak tornado came through and just threw everybody apart. He made $60. We never saw him again. So funny. All right, I started the horror. If anybody wants to join the horror.
Okay.
Yep. I got Ted, PB, Bill. We're waiting on you, Rex.
Yeah,
Our lobby's almost all us. There's a bad info in here, and then a Zertec 775. Oh boy.
Yeah. Wow.
Well, Rex, what got you into the game?
Well, a lot the same as you guys. I played Red Dead 1. I really enjoyed it, so much so that when this one came out, I pre-ordered it, and downloaded it like the day that it came out. And yeah, been enjoying it ever since. I pretty much did everything there was to do in single player, and then I started to get into the multiplayer when that came out. And a lot of it was a little bit ridiculous at the beginning. You're like catching fish to make money and shit like that, and it was really tough to make money in the first part. But then like the game started to get a little bit more fleshed out, and you start to meet people, and it gets more interesting and more fun. And yeah, it was neat how I met you guys. We were just like all like sick of dealing with griefers, so we like kind of grouped up together. Like there was a group post or something. There was a group, and I saw the group, and I was like, yeah, I'll join that. And
Outlaw Gary's. We went through Outlaw Gary's group.
Yeah, in Outlaw Gary's group.
There was the advertisement posted on Outlaw Gary's.
Yeah.
Do you guys want to do some of these dailies real quick?
That way.
Yes, I need to serve some drinks.
And
Oh, come on.
Fine, I'll come down and get all shit.
yeah, I've
that made a big
enjoyed my
difference,
experience with players, with you guys, with Chucky Hatchet, with Billy the Kid 3031, who's now Billy Hatchet.
I bet the kid 3031. That's right. What?
And yeah, so like sometimes I'll get hooked into other games and play a lot of other games because like I have like sort of a laser focus sometimes with gaming. I'll stay focused on one or two titles and that's about it. But I always find myself coming back here because of the people, right? The people are
Yep.
interesting and fun and yeah, even the weirdos and the assholes can provide some entertainment sometimes that
Oh, no
you're not
doubt.
expecting.
Yes. Those seem to
That's
leave
cool.
the lasting memories.
I remember before I met these guys, I spent like almost an hour making this one guy chase me across Blackwater, trying to kill me, and I'd go into these various places and make it really hard, and I'd be taunting him on mic the entire time, but just jokingly, not in a mean way, in a funny way, just saying goofy things, and you know, every time he got me, I'd say something goofy, and that got me thinking, oh, like I should interact with people more on here. This is a lot more fun, and that's what kind of led me to finding a group to play with. And I was like, okay, like I could taunt griefers with my voice. I'm not that good at fighting other players, but like
Sure you
eventually
are.
you get good by hanging. Well, I got good by hanging out with you guys, but at first I was horrible. I was good
think
at the
we all
fist
were.
fighting though. I remember that was
Yeah.
like one of the times I felt like the most good about myself with this game when we all did that fist fight tournament thing, and I actually fucking won. Like I couldn't believe it. I was like, holy shit, I'm actually good at this part of the game.
Did you fight Bill when he was fat?
Yeah, I think I was fat. You guys were fat too. I think it was at that point. You guys were all fat. You'd all figured
Everybody
out
got
and
stuck
changed
being
your
fat.
characters to be fat because you figured out it was like the better way for fist fighting, right? You guys would do
Yeah.
fist fights. I remember that when I first came along because I was a little later to the party than you guys. You guys, I think, got there first, and I showed up
Yeah,
a
but not
couple
by
days
much,
after.
No.
Yeah, I guess so. But yeah, I had a lot of fun playing with you guys and the others.
Well, welcome back.
Yeah, thank you,
Yeah.
thank you.
No doubt.
So another question I got is, what's the most common mistake you see other players make in this game, or what you would call a mistake, I guess?
I have a clear answer for that, but I need to ask Bill. Do you need to do any dailies in here?
I'm good. I'm good on
ready for it?
dailies.
I would say the number one mistake people make, by far, is not being patient.
Yeah,
They try and rush it. And by trying to rush it, you burn out so fast because you think it's GTA and you think it's an easy game to make money, and it's not. You have to invest the time. And that's
Yeah.
what some people aren't willing to do. You got to be patient. We've seen more people come and go where they jump in, they don't get $32,000 for selling something like they do in GTA, and they quit.
Oh, Chucky
grind, man.
Hatchet's been commenting on the video. You guys see that?
No.
Oh, yeah, it's in the sidebar. He says,
I'll have to pull
good
it up.
luck
and
out
look.
there, cowboys. Such a loving bunch of guys, lol. Always a bigger fish. The Legend of Rex battle continues. And that's what he said. Cool. Thanks,
Awesome.
Chucky, for posting. Watching the video. That's awesome. I didn't think anyone was watching this live. That's cool.
I totally forgot. I'm about to pull it up. I think for me, the one biggest mistake I see a lot of new players do is kind of along the same lines as what Mob Flatliner said, but it's spending gold on like upgrading your guns when if you were patient and waited another couple levels, you could actually get a better weapon or a better ability card, you know, or something like that.
Yeah.
You got the money now,
On
buddy.
pure PB.
That requires gold. Do you have some?
I don't. I bought guns, and they're all gold.
Oh,
let's
we
see
have
here.
Marco on here. Here's another guy
Marco.
from long back in the day.
Sorry, I stepped away for just a second. What was the
What
question
one
again?
mistake do you think people make when they start playing?
Yeah,
Not trusting Ted.
frivolously spending gold and money is,
Yeah.
yeah, that's if I had to say, that's it. Always be looking forward. Just for instance, we've tried to tell the 3 or 4 players that we've actually took under our wing, and you know, kind of, and PB's an example of that. He was, I think, maybe level 12 or something. We started playing with us a little while back. You know, the thing I think we advise is, hey, all right, when you get level 10, you're going to be able to buy the bolt action. That's probably your best all-around gun.
Mm-hmm.
You need to have $215 or whatever the price of it is, so that when you get to level 10, you can buy that. You know, once you get enough money to buy a pump action shotgun right after that, you need to buy that, because that's one of your best equalizers. You know, just those kinds of things that, you know, and another thing that I could say that we used to try to do this quite often, but it just doesn't seem like there's a lot of takers. If you're in a lobby as a newer player and you get a random posse invite, and you look at the players list and the player is level 400 and they're inviting you to the posse, chances are they're inviting you along to do a long distance delivery to make you some money, or deliver some moonshine. So if I had to give any advice to new players, it would be just do it. And if it ends up backfiring, just parlay, or you know, if they just pull you in to trick you and shoot you, just go defensive or leave the lobby. But for the most part,
definitely go to another lobby.
Yeah, for the most part, higher level players are inviting you along so they can make you money.
So you guys, just to clarify, you guys don't typically fire at players on site, do you?
No.
No, not at all.
And you don't recommend that other people do the same?
No.
Like, I don't either. That's a common mistake I want to add, is that a lot of these low-level players, they'll come in and just full-on attack guys without even talking to them, and just get their butts handed to them, because these guys are a lot more experienced. And like,
I just kind of realized, you know, as we were talking about it just now, is that we have a very Mr. Miyagi mentality, and that, you know, karate is for defense only.
That's what Alice would tell you.
Like we'll kick some ass, but we usually won't start shit. Like, if we see a player, we just go buy him. And if he starts shit, then we'll do something. But usually,
then we'll finish
let people
it.
go.
It's
People
like,
go because it's difficult to make money in this game.
You mess with the bull, you get the horns, kind of thing.
There's no need to be an asshole for the sake of being an asshole. You know? And also, it doesn't really help you very much, because there are guys that will destroy you in this game. So,
well, we've run
just
into people
try to
that
be friendly and work
we
together.
take a beating
you know?
every now and then. I mean, there's people that are way better at the game, but
I don't think we're trying to imply that we're superstars.
No.
Yeah, there are players in this game that do attack other players, and they're probably just as good as, if not better than us. But that's not how we play.
No, I never have. And I get even less. I was telling you, Rex, about last week probably, that I don't even get my heart beat up anymore. Like, I used to get upset when getting attacked. Now I just kind of giggle about it and go about my business, wasting ammo on people and seeing what kind of the strategies you can pick up from some of them. But I mean, every now and then there's a guy, he's level 15, and he's just a rock star with a handgun, and he's hitting me from across the map. So
wow.
It happens. There's people that are better at the game. I just think that the one thing that I like about these guys is we all know each other's strengths.
Yeah.
I mean, if we know for a fact that if Trev and Bill are in with us, Billy that is, we have 2 people that are complete psychopaths that are going to run straight at the bullets and die 1,000 times.
We call them the Marines, because they're going to go in guns blazing.
Yeah, they are.
So I definitely don't have to get my pulse up.
Yeah. Yeah, Billy Hatchet is friggin' epic at fighting other players. Like, he will not give up. He will not give up. He has got determination in him. Like, if you ever see him in your session and get a chance to watch the guy in action, it's worth it. Like, he's quite a beast.
His day of getting Slippery Bastard level 3 was probably one of the happiest moments besides having children. He was so excited. Got my Slippery on now. Everyone's dying. Was
Yeah.
that both my deliveries, or just that was just the moonshine?
Just moonshine.
Oh,
Still
we
got
got
to
to go make money.
go into camp.
Yeah, unfortunately, we
camp.
don't have Billy Hatchet to talk to today because he's been having problems with his internet for the past few weeks.
Past 2 years.
It's 2 years. It comes and goes. Every once in a while, we'll get this little space of time where
Yes.
we'll get time with Billy and get to talk to him
Yeah.
because his internet's working good. But most of the time, it's not. So we miss out on him. But Billy, if you're listening to this, we love you, man. We love you.
Yeah, he
Don't ever
he
change.
hates Rockstar, and Trev hates his horse.
Yeah, Billy's an integral part of our crew.
Yeah.
He's fun.
Yeah.
He's fun to play with.
He is the beast. He is the beast. You got a problem, you send Billy.
You should probably tell Mark what you're doing, because he kind of jumped into the middle of it.
Yeah, where we
Does he
go?
know?
What's next here? I'm just sort of riding around.
Mark, Rex is doing a broadcast interview.
Something everybody wants to know. Somebody everyone wants to know. How much money you guys have?
Oh,
If you don't mind me asking. You don't have to give me an exact number or anything, but
oh, it should
would
be
be
Lois
Ted.
first.
That would be
So
Matt.
my wife and I have split accounts. I have about $38 to my name. So she has all the rest of my money.
no, I
In-
mean
in
in the
Red Dead-
game. I don't mean in real life. I'm not asking how much you guys make in real life.
No.
Sorry if that was.
That's
It's
okay.
Red Dead.
No, in Red Dead, currently I just reached 94,500 in cash, and I'm at 1759.60 in gold.
Holy shit!
I'm the lowest
I'm
in
nowhere
cash by
near that
far.
at all. I've got a bit of both. Like as you guys can see on here, I'm nowhere near that. I've probably been one of those guys that's wasted my gold a lot. Although I've bought Outlaw passes a couple times that I didn't finish and go through because the game updates came shortly after and there were bugs and I got pissed off and I didn't want to deal with it. And I get emotional sometimes, but the game seems to be working pretty good lately, so I've gotten back into it.
Well, who's next above 95?
It would be. Yeah, I was gonna say it'd be
I don't know.
probably a toss-up between Mark and I.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Wow. 95,000.
Oh my god.
Okay, so you got me beat then,
Shit.
because I'm at a.
That's still a lot
Right.
of gold,
Only.
man.
So
Only
I'm at
700
I'm at
pieces.
133, and I've got 1267 on gold. So
Yeah.
Mark has more money, but I've got more gold, so we're both right in the middle there.
But we all pale in comparison to the king.
The king. all
So-
hail the king.
Well, no, in the grand scheme of things, that's probably not mine's probably a paltry fortune, but I'm just a couple $1,000s shy of $300,000, and almost at 2,800 gold.
Jesus. it's
And what kinds
crazy.
of stuff do you guys do in the game to get that much money?
All of it.
I follow Ted.
Yeah.
Whatever Ted drops, I pick up.
It's kind of like Bill Gates, you know. He would waste more money picking up a $20 bill than picking it up.
So I got to that level of money and gold just by doing stranger missions. I've completed that belt buckle. I've done plenty of the other belt buckles. You know, the bounty hunts. I
Sorry.
just like a couple weeks ago, I spent $20 or 20 gold on a horse, and I joke with these guys, say, "Oh, you know, the world markets are going to crash. I just spent 20 gold, you know." But I don't spend it. I spend money on bullets, and that's about it. That's kind of how I amass my money.
All right, so try not to spend too much. Spend on
Yeah,
what you need.
I'm pretty frugal.
But you know, we checked our stats, and Ted has spent more than me in both categories. So we were trying to figure that out one night. How did he do that? But it's just he's oh yes, I got to put on the RAM. He's efficient. So one thing that I've noticed with Bill and Ted, they have figured out, Rex, every minute of everything. And we've been doing that since we started playing originally. It was Bill that pointed out that if we did less missions and waited 30 seconds, he checked Reddit and he did all the stuff that he does and found out that if we wait, we can make more. So we're sitting by the wagon train for 10 minutes talking, which really kind of started off some of the stuff we started doing that we're still continuing with our conversations and stuff. And Ted has continued to grow on that. So we pretty much have every angle of making money. We've squeezed as much cash and gold out as we can every day. And we very rarely waste too much time, unless some dudes have absolutely pissed us off. Then we'll follow them around the map and just annoy them with lanterns, or hit them with hammers, or just hit them in the head with bullets. One of those several things. So not a lot of wasted energy in the game.
Sometimes we even bring out the fluffy pillows.
Those freaking guys.
Nobody expects the Spanish Inquisition.
Fluffy pillows. Let me know when you guys are ready.
Roll with it.
Name some of the
Bill's ready.
funniest things you've seen other players do.
Oh.
God, I don't even know.
All right, should we just start with Trev and wrecking his horse, or
Oh,
funniest things people have done?
I think
Is that too hard of a question?
it's probably some of the funniest stuff that it's probably been amongst our little group. Is some of the funniest stuff that I've ever seen. Is sometimes, like Mob says, we're pretty efficient, but occasionally we'll get sidetracked and we'll goof off and do something. We're just like the other night. We're trying to wreck wagons off the hill.
Yeah.
Just see how far we can fly a wagon off a hill, or just something silly like that. Most of the funny stuff that I've seen has been with these guys right here.
Yeah. Same here. They had an idea once when I was on with them to start a posse called the Pee Pee Poo Poo. And we all dressed in brown and yellow. We were running around Saint Denis, dressed in brown and yellow.
All right, so that follows. If I thought you meant something we've seen from other people, which
Other people or people you've done yourselves, I guess.
I think we try and keep it interesting. So one of the things that I know I like to do is try and find a posse with a name and taunt them through the posse name instead of instant messaging them. So one of the first times we did that, we had stolen, as a posse. This was a while ago, Rex. You might have been there too. We had stolen the delivery they were making of bags or mail or something like that. So as they were chasing us, I changed the name of my posse to "We've Got Your Bags," and we just kept taking a beating from them. And then we rode away really far, and I just changed it to "We Still Got Your Bags," and that did not make them happy. So instead of it being 5-on-6, it became 12-on-5. And we just kept getting rolled and rolled and rolled. Trev was really mad that night. Really mad. Because we started losing a lot. So we ended up leaving or losing or something and didn't come back to it. But we've continued that tradition of naming our posse after somebody else in the lobby. And Pee Pee Poo Poo was absolutely because some dude's name was Pee Pee Poo Poo Man. And I couldn't stop laughing. I was laughing so hard.
yeah.
We had two of them.
No, we had up to 5, I think, at one point, because there was you, me, Marcosaurus, Rex,
Right.
and I
Rex had
think
his.
somebody else, and we all separated, stood up
That's
our own posse, and labeled it Pee Pee Poo Poo Posse.
Brown and yellow.
Oh, funniest names. Do you guys have any? Oh, sorry.
Usernames.
Funny names. That's great.
Yeah.
Especially like 2:30 in the morning. You change your pots to I got your Jergens. I got your Jergens.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be Bob's response to that.
Yeah.
What was the one, Bill? Panty Ripper. Panty
Oh
Ripper.
yeah.
Yeah.
I saw another one early on before I jumped into the posse normal crew with you guys. That the guys gamer tag was Granny Panties. And I saw one that was called Stripper Pole, and another one that's escaped me. Yeah, I have to concur with Marco. That is one thing that I see other players. I enjoy sometimes the creative names they come with.
Well, I was so enamored of one guy, I named my horse after him because I can't get Sir Top Haddington out of my head, and I ride Sir Top Haddington around because he was one of the guys I killed in some sort of fiasco, and I think that's the best name ever. So every now and then Sir Top Haddington comes out of the what is it, the stable, and I giggle to myself. Everybody that I know that I play with knows who Sir Top Haddington is. Blueberry.
It was Panty Ripper.
Panty Ripper. There it is.
The names are the best.
Wrinkled foreskin. I just looked at the screenshot. Yeah, I just looked at the screenshot. There was myself and one other person in the lobby, and it's spelled Rinkeld. Wrinkled foreskin.
What is wrong with people? I just bought a PlayStation. I need a PSN right now.
Yeah.
What's in my immediate vicinity?
As he looks down at himself and goes, "Yes, I got it.
I got it." Smooth foreskin. It's not going to work.
That one's already taken, right?
Dirty foreskin's not going to work. But that's already taken. Wrinkled. The best Rex is it has a number after it. It's like Wrinkled Foreskin 2 because there's already one or two more. There's someone's area code 305. Oh, we got the 305 version of Wrinkled Foreskin. Good. There's that many.
Too many
There has to be a number. Just that alone wouldn't work. Sorry, that's already been taken. Oh, damn. Wrinkled Foreskin 69! Exclamation point. Asterisk. You asked why we play together.
This is not much different from a normal night.
Pretty typical. Oh, I'm sweating.
Yes.
Let's see if
Next question.
Yeah, I'm trying to find something.
I got Wrinkled Foreskin. Rumpled sounds good too. Might be a good name for a horse. Exactly.
Okay, so this is like a question that's not really a question. It's just like something interesting that I found, and I want you guys to comment on it.
Oh, God.
Okay, so I was commenting on this this YouTube video, and I was saying like I find it creepy when other players in posses, they all like dress exactly the same and have like this uniform thing. And someone said to me, if you're against people like that, you must have a hard time finding a group in this game and finding people to play with. And I'm like, no, actually, I don't. So, I'm wondering, you guys have any comments on that? Have you guys ever made people dress a certain way to be in your posse? Do you ever use the posse outfit feature? Like, because I don't. And I haven't encountered very many people. Like, yeah, I think we tried it very early on when we started playing, but we didn't use it very much.
What was it?
Someone was
not
like,
really,
I kind
though.
of want to change my outfit. Can someone turn posse outfits off? And they're like, yeah, I don't give a fuck.
Oh, using the
we
posse
kind of never
outfits.
used it again. Yeah.
No, we
Using
didn't
the
do
posse
Yeah, I was
outfits.
going to say, I
Or
think we
making everyone
experimented
dress the
with it.
same.
Yeah, no, we experimented with posse outfits a little bit in the very beginning,
Yeah.
and then came to the conclusion that we just like to change it up too often.
Yeah.
I can recall that when I first started playing, um, the first group of people that I played with, we generally wore a posse outfit because that was kind of back in the old days when it was really was the Wild West and people wanted to fight all the time. And so once I got to the level of the Never Without One ability card, I always
Oh, with
wanted
the
to
hat.
always wanted to have the posse outfit on because if you did get killed in a fight, you would start with a hat on. If you
Yeah.
didn't have the posse outfit on when you got killed, you started without a hat, and you'd have to call your horse, and generally by the time your horse got there, he was dead again. So it wasn't a requirement. We just did it just for the ability card.
Okay.
Like
That's
an extra.
interesting. I didn't know that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's still a few around.
They're still around.
Hmm.
They still exist.
Yeah, because Mob Billy and I went
Oh, yeah.
hours against one of those groups one night out there in
The desert.
Rio del Lobo.
Yeah, them in their hats.
Hmm.
They're all wearing the same hats.
Same
They were all
outfit,
dressed
yeah.
with the frontier military garb. They had a website and everything, and they all dressed. And we we took it to him. But it was with Billy, it's like having 15 people because he goes all different directions. But
Yeah.
he just kept running up the hill and dying and running up the hill and dying, and
Oh wow.
we kept loving it because they were on top of one of the plateaus and they were sniping us. And Bill and I and Billy found their camp. And then, of course, went in there and, were lanterning them because they were in defensive and following them around. Then they'd drop out of defensive and they'd kill us a bunch. And then we noticed that it wasn't just the original 3 or 4. They had been rotating in substitutes almost the whole entire time. So their little group was pretty militant and organized, and they had their little uniforms on. And we just laughed and laughed and laughed. And eventually we got disconnected or something. I don't think we really quit. Oh, you know what it was? We ran out of bullets.
Yeah,
I found
we
nothing. I had
literally
nothing
ran
but like
out
a
of
knife
bullets.
left. I shot them with everything I had. I don't think Billy had any bullets left. I think he was just running at them to try and push them around. He'd shot everything he had, I think, but
Wow.
nice. As far as like what we wear, like that kind of stuff, oh, I absolutely require that you wear this giant ram hat because it's the most important thing in the world.
Right. Well, I must have
He
missed
loves
that
that
memo
thing.
this
He wears
this
that all
night.
the time.
It's a requirement. You will wear the ram hat. No requirements. It draws in gunfire, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Yep. It's
Yeah,
definitely an
it's
attention getter.
It's only
pretty
second to
large
dressing as Micah
target.
Bell, that's for sure.
Yeah. That's another thing you
I'm
also
done.
do, eh?
Yeah, I don't avoid gunfights as much as I used to.
Yeah, like I
All right,
said,
I'm done.
you've gotten in so many, it's like it's not even stressful for you anymore. It's like,
Bill and I got in 3 the other night, and it was just I don't even remember how it started. Oh, I know what. No, that was the other one. We went and took it to two groups,
Hmm.
and ended up against a third who just we watched their blips, and they just stayed in the tree line. We stayed on our side. We all turned blue, and we all just rode past each other and kind of high fived and left. But no, we didn't get too worked up, and that was 2-on-4 and 2-on-4.
oh, PB.
Yeah. They were just
All right.
being griefy little assholes, and so
Yeah,
we wiped the floor with them.
yeah, we really did. It was really bad. Yeah, those two guys left, right?
Yeah.
Or something. All right, I can
Yeah,
stand
the
down now.
last two, because the last two were almost as high level as we are.
All right, who's up?
The Wakpa.
I'll go check some moonshine here. That's what this challenge is for the naturalists.
Let me check the players list and see if there's anything interesting. Wow.
Oh, okay. I want to try to get a photo of this legendary animal over here. Where's he on the other side of these landing?
know because I'm not in the. Yeah, he's
He's
west.
over there by the Stillwater Creek.
Okay.
He's down now. PB has him.
I believe so.
Yes.
Cool.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
All right.
I'm gonna come get a sample real quick.
Fucking sample.
Yeah, me too, if you guys don't mind. I don't think I
Sure.
have this one yet.
I don't have the. Can somebody revive him?
No, I definitely don't have
Yep.
this one.
Yes, I think if I have it, but give me a second to take mine. I'll revive him.
Thanks, guys.
Wait, do I have too many? You think? If it's not
If you can't
popping
take
up?
a sample, yeah, you got the max number.
We're joining
Can I-
PBs.
Yes,
Okay. I've got Reviver.
I got a reviver. Just tell me.
Oh, okay.
Say when.
Mm-hmm.
When?
Okay, here we go. 3, 2, 1. And he's off.
Oh, that's weird. Cause he spawned in front of me.
I'm gonna go check as well. I wanna go see if I got moonshine. If I do, we'll go sell mine.
I'm back here.
Cool.
Alright, well, while we're doing this, I'm gonna run to mine and reset the batch. Before I forget again.
I'd really love to get Treb's perspective on this.
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we should. We'll have. I'm sure we'll do more
Another
of these.
Session number 2.
Actually, now that things have kind of died down, I'm gonna probably end it here. But yeah, it was great
You know-
talking to you guys. And
you don't want to discuss the
Sure,
pee
man.
poo poo anymore?
oh, the pee pee poo poo. Well, if you've got more about it, like.
No. Save that to next time.
Yeah, we'll save it for next time. Maybe we'll have some new people we can ask these questions to, and yeah. If you guys got any questions you want to ask these guys, put them in the comments, and I'll ask them next time.
Stuff Rex.
Yeah. Thank you for all listening. This was fun. Wait. Yeah.